Dramatic.
And now we're live. So yeah. Woo. Now we can, yes, hit the go live on Instagram. If it works.
Okay.
I may need a second to register, or it may not be working for me. So hello, we are live while we're figuring out some tech. And oh yeah, now it's allowed me to go live. So it may have needed a second to register.
Okay, yeah, because mine is not.
Yeah, it might just need another sec. And feels good to be live, or I see like I got a notification with one of the channels. Everything's working. Hello. I see some people coming in, joining in. Oh, and I see, on Instagram as well. I see you. I don't know if you got your Instagram to click through yet.
No, it did not.
All right, well.
That's all right. I'm not going to worry about it.
All right, cool. Well, welcome, guys. We have welcome today. What is today? Today's Thursday.
It's Thursday.
For some people, we'll see. You know, some people might be Friday. So
yeah, in Australia or New Zealand, it's Friday. So
yeah. So hello, guys. As everyone's kind of coming in, I want to do like a brief intro and what we're doing today and just kind of having some fun. So my name is Jenna and I'm a psychic medium. I'm an Akashic Enlightenment light walker practitioner and channeler. And so I work within many different spaces and times, and I primarily work within the Akashic realm, including the Akashic records, and I also work within the Book of Truth, and that channels in the laws of the universe into that vibration and frequency in the sessions. So it's a mix of everything, and so I love what I do. I love being that support. I help people to shine a light or see their own light, see the light that they already are. And so I'm excited for today, what's going to unfold. And we have Angela here. So if you want to tell us a little bit about you.
Yes. And Jenna, it's nice to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
My primary thing is I'm a communicator between spirit and this world. I'm a channeler. I talk to all sorts of beings, which is ridiculous amounts of fun. I'm very honored to be able to do that. Yes. I love to educate people on the vast amount of beings that are out there that, you know, spirit guides can be anybody. They're elemental spirits and angels and beings from other dimensions. Mm-hmm. And there are beings that show up, and I don't know who or what they are, but I'm like, it's so nice to meet you.
Who are you?
Yes.
Hello.
For stopping in. I'm also an energy healer. I've been practicing quantum touch energy healing for 8 years now, and it's kind of morphed into its own thing because since I started channeling more, we have interdimensional healers that come through. I like to channel as well, and it's changing all the time, and I love it. I am a dream interpreter. I've been doing dream interpretation for myself and friends and family for over 30 years now, and that has been one of the greatest tools of my entire life. And I wasn't going to do it. I didn't think about doing it for my business, but my friends and family were like, "You got to do this. You just got to do it." So I did, and everybody loves it. That is one of the most powerful tools anyone can have, and it is one of my passions in life to help people communicate with themselves, because that's what dreams are. It's like a life hack. Dreams are a life hack, and everybody has them. And I like to help people remember their dreams, and that could be a whole session, so I'll just put that down for right now. And I'm a spiritual coach. Sometimes people just need a coach. So if they ask, that's what I do. I'm also a medium. So along with communication between spirit, deceased loved ones fall under that category. So,
Mhm.
yep, those are my tools. And they're always changing.
Yeah, ever changing, ever changing. I see Anita, I don't know if you're still here, but she gave a wave in as people are coming in. Well, thank you. I love this. I love this journey here, just kind of like keeping it, just changing things up, you know. And so we're going to get into some readings and channeled messages and even some topics to kind of talk in, channel in, see what spirit wants to bring through or whoever is kind of bringing that through. Because I love doing the personal one-on-ones, but it's also you know, a lot of times we'll hear messages that are like, oh, that completely resonates with me, because there's a lot of mirroring going on in the world. And if we're open and receptive to it, right, it's an opportunity to see something from a different angle. So we're going to get into that. We're going to keep it fun. You know, as messages come through, the energy may shift. But if you want to start out with an intention, bringing an intention to the collective, and then we'll jump in.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, Divine Creator, thank you so much for blessing and being with us today. We set our intention to be mouthpieces for you, that your messages come through with ease and grace, and that we are a clear channel for your divine creativity. Thank you so much, beloved angelic realm, for blessing and being with us. Thank you for holding this sacred space. Thank you for the joy that you bring us and the joy that moves through us that we can share with others. Thank you for these gifts of love. And so it is.
And so it is. And then let's have a lot of fucking fun.
I agree with your assessment.
Awesome. Well, let's do some collective. We're going to be doing some personal readings. So if you guys, we can kind of start a list here, but we're just going to start off with something collective to go and just kind of let it flow from there. So feel free, if you do want a personal reading, feel free to type that in the chat, but we're just going to see where the energy is flowing right now and just what wants to come in, and we'll kind of flow in and out. I also have a few cards here too. So, ooh, I actually felt too when you were doing the intention. Oh, I love your energy too. Yes, I will take that kissy face emoji.
Yeah.
So when the intention was coming through, it was like everyone swarmed in and they're like, we're here. And all of this, like, you know, in my mind's eye was just kind of popping through all these beings, the galactics, the angelics, the spirit guides, ascended masters. And it's just like this time of like what I'm hearing and just what wants to come through for the collective is this time of awareness of stepping into who we are. And I'm getting a bit of pressure too in that third eye area and that forehead. And so there's a lot of representation for me. And there's a couple things I see people's abilities kind of opening up, and some of them, like I just saw like an egg cracked. So it's like cracked wide open. So if you feel you're having a spiritual awakening and you're like confused or curious or like I don't know where to go, there's a lot of messages coming in from your guides and from the angels, and just kind of this place on centering in within that heart space and allowing this divine guidance to come from within. Of course, there's support always, but there's like this new way of stepping in and understanding who you are, and only you can do that, right? Only you can see who you truly are and see through. Sometimes there's blocks or blinders or things like that, but it's then for us to then choose how we step forward into this next phase and how we can step into this this new way of being, and seeing our true essence and embodying that, and leaving the old perceptions behind. And so I feel like the energy in the headspace is kind of like a little bit of like, to me, is like, I don't know, I have all these things and this like new ways of seeing things, and do I really step into it? How do I do it? And so I'm just hearing to meditate, calm that mind, and just allow yourself to just take some surrender to what may be coming in. Yeah. Feel that energy kind of flowing down a little bit. So I don't know if something's coming in for you.
Yeah. So our intention before we start this is to tune into the collective of the people who are hearing us or who are within our reach. And what was coming through right away is vast amounts of tension, just people stretched really, really tight. And the message coming through was to be careful with yourselves and to be kind not only with other people, but with yourselves. And to understand that you are not alone, and that this time is really upsetting, or can be upsetting right now. There's a lot of change going on, but it is the perfect time when there are so many different voices talking and you do not know who to listen to. You tune into yourself. Like all this chaos that's going on makes you turn inward and listen to yourself. I had someone mention or teach me that when the world is really busy and loud, it makes spirit harder for us to hear. But when we get quiet, spirit comes through, louder. So that's why meditation is so important. And oh, for crying out loud, it's coming through again. Please just be kind to yourself. Yeah. Do not put yourself down. Don't get caught up in, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen 10 steps down the road or 50 steps down the road? If that is overwhelming you, stop. All you need to worry about is the next step. That's it. I love spirit, but spirit is freaking notorious for, we want to see like 20 steps down the road. And spirit is notorious for, I will show you one step. And sometimes it's not even that. I will show you half a step. You don't need one step. You get to see the next part of the path until you take the step. And then it's like magic. It opens up and you're like, oh, I was terrified there wasn't another step. I didn't see where this was going to go. But, oh, now I see a little bit more. But boy, I don't know what the outcome is. You've got to just keep taking the baby steps. And it's hard to see what the steps are if you are so caught up and upset with what's going on in the world. Mm-hmm. If you are overwhelmed, pull back. I don't care if you have to lock yourself in the bathroom for 5 or 10 minutes and just like pretend you're showering or whatever. Yeah. Whatever you need to do to carve out some quiet and just sit and be with yourself and get quiet. Whatever spiritual practice you have, or even if you don't have one. If you're an atheist, go in and just sit and be like, I'm carving out this time to sit with the best part of me, and I'm going to hear it, and I'm going to spend time with it because I'm worth it. Go for it. But I can feel the tension that's coming through from the people watching us and the upset with what's going on. This is a big, huge reminder, please. And the words I'm hearing are, beloved, will you please just stop? Just stop and sit down and listen for us. Because when I see us, they're showing me angels. We are right there. And the angels coming through are, there's a lot of them actually, but one that's coming through is an Elohim angel.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, if you just sit down and be with them, even if it's for 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes, just pull back. So that's my soapbox right now for the tension that's coming through. When you're overwhelmed, pull back. Don't go out further and listen to more people to try and help you fix it. It's time to turn inward, not outward, when that becomes overwhelming.
Yeah. Love that.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And that's my soapbox on that. Sorry, this is a sassy phone psychics, but I'm like, energy coming through right now. I'm happy.
No, you're good. I feel like, I mean, the message was definitely very similar, and I know we have someone, we'll get to in a brief minute here. They kept showing like the nervous system, and I just kept hearing to like turn it off. You know, like our nervous system is like, that's what our physical body has. Like that's our gold. That's our measurement of like, you know, how are we doing? And that reacts in an automatic way a lot of times. So if that means we need to like turn some things off or not go see certain people because things are said around those people, then do that. That's really important. So it feels good. Like as I say that, I feel like the nervous system just calming down, like it's this permission. So giving ourselves permission is so good. But speaking of steps before, you were talking about sometimes we don't even know the half a step forward, right? I was seeing this like blindfold of like, and I had my guides come in, and it was like there were some jokes there about like sometimes we're just feeling out there in the universe and there's blindfolds on and we're just like going through with the other senses because we're used to like seeing, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm going to see where I'm going and I need to see all the steps in front of me and what the fuck's happening. And I feel like when those blindfolds came on, it's like, just tap in to feel into that body and like, where are we going? No, just where are we at right now? Create from that space. And I promise you will not fall flat on your face if you're even if you're blindfolded. You know, you have their support, whatever that is, whatever that looks like, your guide, going within, finding if there is a support system out there. But yeah, you will not fall flat. At least I haven't yet.
Now it actually gets to the point where those moments of not seeing, but you get this urge to move, even though you can't see, more than the next step, it becomes addictive. It's an adventure because the more you take those steps, it takes you places you never planned on going. And it is glorious. It is
hello.
I absolutely you end up in places you never expected to be, and you end up finding things you didn't need that you didn't know you needed. I love it. I love it when I ask the universe for something and I leave the end open. I don't attach to it. I ask, will you please send me this job? I send me the job that's right for me. But I want it to have these things. I need to make this much, whatever, my details. But big but to the universe when I say, but I give you free license, universe. If however you want to change it, you think would be best, you go right ahead.
Yeah.
That is magic sauce because the universe always brings me something that I wasn't expecting. So
yeah. And we can have sometimes like a scope of like, these are the things that I know can happen in this way.
Mm-hmm.
And there are things that will happen that we didn't even, we had it in our viewpoint up until that point. And I remember I had manifested a trip to Laguna Beach. And I did it where I was on the beach during a solstice and I decided to go back. I had this inspiration to go back. And so all of a sudden I'm back and there's this lady that I'm talking to. I'm pulling my card. Her spirit guide's name was Jenna. And we started talking and all of a sudden the next morning, she's like, so do you want to come cat sit and plant sit for me? And so it just unfolded in this beautiful way where I was like, I did not know that a lady that I just would meet would offer for me to stay at her space right on Laguna Beach, like right walking distance to the beach, everything that I wanted. And I kept saying all the resources are being provided for me. So even a neighbor came over and brought some eggs and was like, this is for so-and-so. And I'm like, oh, she's not here. Well, you can have them. Like, not in my vision of like, I'm going to get eggs from a lady that I don't know, and I'm going to be watching a cat and her plants. No, no, no. You would have said that to me, I would have said, that is not happening. So that is manifesting in true essence and surrender and belief and trust in the universe, right? Because then things kind of just fall in and we're like, oh, okay. Like that actually, I didn't see that, but I see you, universe. You have my back. Like, I got your back, girl. So I love it. I love it.
I love it when the universe, I love it when I have an idea of where I want to go and what I think I need, and I have my plan. I'm a Capricorn. I love plans. I love structure. It just like brightens my whole day. But the universe functions with structures, but they really enjoy just like throwing me out of my structures into absolute just beautiful chaos, but chaos nonetheless. I love it when I get the nudge to do something I wasn't expecting to do, or to go somewhere I wasn't expecting to go. It used to terrify me, and I used to resist it a lot. Yeah. Now when I get those nudges, I get really excited because I don't know why I'm going there, but I know it's going to be good. In one way or another, it's going to be good. And I'm not saying that it's like always rainbows and butterflies. I've gone places and I'm like, that was amazing, but it was rough, or I was not expecting that. That pushed me so far out of my comfort zone. I like want to, have to pull back a little bit, but it's always worth it. And I know I am exactly where I'm supposed to be if I am a little uncomfortable and I have stepped outside of my box. That is like where magic happens.
Yeah.
This place of creativity and awesomeness and freedom. Because as much as I love my box and my plans and my structure, if I hold on to it too tight, there's no space for creativity or change or inspiration to come in. I gotta step outside of it and be a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So that spirit can actually get to me. That phrase, I grew up Catholic, so that phrase, Jesus, take the wheel. Spirit cannot take the wheel if my hands are gripping a death grip at 2 and 2 and will not let go.
Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah. So again, step it. Spirit, I'm going to guarantee it right now. Spirit will always ask you to step outside your comfort zone at some point. And the more you do it, the more it pushes, and you will go further because you trust it and you understand. But it's an adventure. It's a great place to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know this is coming through for a reason, because it's like, for me, I'm getting visions of like someone holding on to like a pole for like dear life. So whether it's like who's here or who's going to be watching, and it's like, I see them holding on in a way. It's like, I kind of even see like the gentle grips of the universe being like, but come on, just release those hands from that pole just for a minute, and just come on, you'll see. And once I actually am seeing the release and surrender, I see like, oh, that wasn't as bad as I thought that it would be, right? Like, our idea of like releasing and letting go of control can seem like much harder than it really is. And there's a message that I've been getting a lot lately, is like, people are saying like, oh, this is going to be hard. This is going to be hard. And that's someone else's stuff being projected. right? So don't let that take hold of what the truth is, what our truth is, and allow ourselves to surrender, even a little bit at a time. Yeah. But we have here.
They just showed me an image of like me holding on to the edge of the pool with goggles on and water wings on, and they're like, "No, come out and swim." And it's like, "No, let go at the edge of the pool so you can come out and swim. Just come out
Yes.
and be. We've
Yeah.
got you.
It's not so bad.
It's not so bad. It's fine.
Yeah.
Good."
Yeah. So there's a bit coming through for like a lot of different things. And I'm like, it's like, I feel this space of like manifesting, and this, that's such a buzzword that I still use, but I like bring people into the fold, because it's like, wait, we know that we're always manifesting like all the time, every second of the day. We can start to understand how we're unconsciously manifesting, and like start to create from a different space and the present moment. And so we want to be mindful of that, right? Be mindful of the flow, and where our true guidance is really leading us. It feels good. It like feels really good once I kind of let go. Where I feel that energy of like, it's okay. I have here too. Oh, unless you had something else. I don't know if Anita's still here. If Anita's still here, drop, say, hey, I'm still here. I'm gonna see if she had asked for a reading before. If you are ready, if you have any other messages coming through, but I'll give her a quick second here. Just say here if you are here, and if you are, just like, what is do you want a general or something, a specific question? And then if you are kind of coming in just now and tuning in and be like, what are these ladies doing? I invite you guys to like our pages, subscribe, hit that like button, hit that that's going to support us right now. Oh, you're still here. Okay. So let us know. Do you have a specific question or just general? So just type that in. And general. So I don't know if you can see her, because it's on my side. Okay, so I'll let you know when she says anything. But we'll start off with Anita here, and anyone else that does want a personal reading, jump in. If not, we'll have some topics that we'll see what comes up. But we're gonna tune in here to Anita for her highest good. And feel free to go with the flow. Whatever comes in. Oh, it's got really hot in here. For me. It's like a lot of heat coming in. Ooh. I actually feel an angelic coming in here too. And they're just blending. I'm just seeing this blend take place. And so I don't know, Anita, where you are at with your journey. Feel free to type in as we are talking, if you do say yes, maybe like yes and one word, so we kind of know the general. But if not, it's all good. I don't know where you're at with your journey right now, but I just feel this angelic blending with you. They're blending with me to kind of just show this representation and this like the body heating up. And I kind of even feel like a little bit of like resistance or unsure of like, is this even real type of thing? Like, is this really happening? So I don't know if you kind of feel a different presence around you lately. And I'm just hearing there's an angel guide. There's like a new way of stepping into like angelic healing and working with the angels in that realm. And she's here and looking to show you, just connect. I was hearing show you the way, but it's all about connection and just kind of stepping and blending with the energy. So I don't know if you have time to sit with like in meditation, I'll kind of set an intention of blending with, it could be either guides, or it could be, whoever the intention is, or whoever I'm getting pulled to, and just kind of say, okay, we're going to sit and blend, and I'll feel what that feels like for their presence. And it might be for our own healing. It could be we're stepping into new abilities. I just heard new abilities for you. So it feels like, I believe you are attuned, and you do energy work. It just is like, I'm just hearing like upgrading your body. I feel like my body is going through a lot as well too. Like I feel like, yes, it's really hot, but it's also like a representation of like rewiring of stuff. And I'm hearing to ground that energy. Let that just, let any excess energy that may be kind of mixing with anxiety or like other thoughts, ground it all down, um, so that you can connect more to that higher vibrational space and that higher vibrational beings. And that's a bit of what I'm hearing is the mix up. Like they're showing, like they're showing a charger, like trying to go into the outlet and like make it all work, but like they're not able to figure out how to do it. So it's just about quieting the noise a little bit and just allowing that presence to step in, and not being afraid of it too. Um, yeah, my ear's ringing, but yeah.
So Anita, what's coming through? Did Anita ask any questions?
No.
Okay.
Oh, she said general. Yeah.
Just general.
Yeah.
So the first thing that came through was some deceitfulness on the part from your job. They're showing me like a big company, like crap raining down from the atmosphere onto the people below. So the message coming through is that there's some dishonesty going on in the management of your job above you, and that to just be aware of it. It's not something that's really apparent right now. I pulled cards on it to check on it, and what I got was Archangel Michael, which is protecting you. It's saying, even though this is going on, you are protected, and it's going to come out in the wash. This is going to affect your job here in the next, you're not so good with time, but I'm like 6 months, up to a year. And you're being asked right now to spend time thinking about what you want. It's showing me conditions of this job are not favorable for you, or they are going to start getting uncomfortable. It's a possibility. They're saying it's going to get uncomfortable. Go ahead.
Anita, she just put in here. She says she doesn't work.
She doesn't work. Well, that's interesting. Let me ask about this then. Someone in a position of power over you. Let me ask more about it.
Yeah. And I see you there. We'll get you on those next.
Message for Anita. Anita's guides and angels. Oh, yeah. So, Anita, your guides are still coming through with somebody being dishonest with you, and it's going to become apparent. You don't see it right now. You're not going to see it for a while. But they want you to know that you are protected and that everything's going to be okay. They are leading you toward the answer. They're leading you to the answer to your prayers. So a situation that you were expecting to be stable is going to change, and it's going to catch you by surprise, or it's something you weren't expecting. It's going to be one of those things where you're like, what the crap just happened? I can't believe this just happened. But know you're covered. And not only are you covered, it is going to be to your benefit in the long run. So this is one of those moments where it looks like huge crappy change, but it's actually like getting marching orders. You are going to be pushed to where you need to be and to where you need to be and what you want. They're really stressing to sit down right now and get really clear about what you want from your life and to focus on it, because that's going to help direct things, because they've got a few different options ready for you.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if there's anything else. They keep saying 6, like 6 months. And again, they're stressing, get really clear about what you want in your life right now, in all areas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Ah, awesome. I see. Well, hopefully that helped, Anita. And thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with us. All right. So we have here. All right. Anna, if you are still here, let me know. Put a here tag in the message there. And if you have a question or general, let us know. See what that looks like. And then after that, I'm going to okay, here. Yeah, so let us know if you have a question. I'm going to pick a topic after. So, or I'm going to ask you to pick a number after. But anyways. So yeah, let us know, Anna.
Oh, she's here. Anna is here.
General.
Okay.
So reading here for Anna.
Anna, your guides jumped in really strong and they said, turn off the television. They're like, stop watching the news, like pull back. They're like, get the highlights. Like get the highlights for 10 minutes. But if you are listening constantly to stuff that's getting you really upset, they're saying, turn it off and turn inward. And they came through really strong. That also includes people. So if you're getting readings from people or listening to people who are prophesying and it's upsetting you, turn it off. Just turn it off and turn inward, because you are missing out on your own guidance by listening to other people too much. They're like, just pull it in. Like, it is not worth your peace of mind to let your attention be taken by all that stuff. They're like, just put it down, turn in, and listen to your inner guidance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See if there's anything else. They're asking you to go outside more too. Spend more time outside. and they're showing me like being near trees. Showing me a big willow tree, actually. Get outside more, ground more. They want to talk to you more. Your guides do.
Mm-hmm.
You hear better than you think you do. And they are so your guides are getting sweary, and I'm not going to get sweary online, but they're saying, you know, for F's sakes, will you please just put all the stuff down? And when they say all the stuff, they're giving me this image of lots of news media or lots of debate about what's going on in the world, and having this feeling of, if I just get more data, I'll figure it out and it'll be okay. You're seeking the wrong data. They're asking you or inviting you to consider, put down the outside data and go inward instead. I don't know if you meditate or not. I would invite you to consider starting because your guides are really urging you to connect with nature more, and it will help you connect with them more. Yeah. Do you have anything, Jenna?
I do. I was seeing this earlier before, and now it's coming up really, really strong. I'm seeing a blue truck. So before I go on to the next bit, I don't know if you have a blue truck, or you want a blue truck, or you have a truck in general. So I'm just seeing blue because I like the color. Maybe that's it. We see you there, Carol. We'll get to you in a few minutes here. And so yeah, if you do, type in yes truck. If not, I'm seeing like this travel for sure, like and even I just heard move. So I don't know if you're planning, if there's like a physical move, or it's like a transition and move could be beneficial. Of course, use your own discernment and your own decision, but it's like this they're showing like you moving, and there's like a ladder, and it's like this ladder going up wherever it is, that wherever you decide is conducive to, it's like I'm just getting the mind, body, and spirit, listening within and having that option there. There's a blue truck in their driveway. I love that. You're in Colorado visiting a friend. Yeah. Okay, blue truck. So let's see, what is this energy here? So you're visiting. Oh, are you thinking about moving there? It feels really good. If like wherever it is that you came from and that you're visiting from, it feels like this space is very conducive. Like it's much more conducive to a fresh start is what I heard. So she wishes. Of course. But it's just in a way kind of just saying like going back to some of the things on what's happening in our current environment, and like not allowing that to kind of dictate, not allowing those spaces and those stressors to dictate our moves and how we react, right? Like always kind of coming within. So I love that she needs to move to you. Okay, there does feel like a move. I'm hearing yes, but it does feel, I could feel that connection between your guys' energy. Feels really good. And what I'm hearing too as well is like wherever you're currently at, in the state that you do permanently reside in, it's like kind of a bit of like wanting to connect more with like minds, or even like a self discovery of what that even means, what like a like mind person might mean. I feel like there's a great discovery kind of evolving, and a lot of the stuff that's actually happening globally or like around us is kind of like opening up to like oh, there's a lot going on out there, and I see a lot of things. There's a lot of things happening in the environment. Like, what does that mean for me? Like, it's kind of popping you open into this direction of that great discovery. And so there's an invitation on discovering what that looks like and finding those people too in your surroundings. Like, I just see like 3 people. They're showing like 3. So I don't know if you have 3 people that are currently around you, like not in where you're at now, but back home, where it's like, oh, if these people weren't in the picture, life would be better. Or there's 3 energies moving in, because whatever it is, it feels like there's a lot of opportunity to attract someone that's more connected in how I think. And they're out there, it just might be kind of doing things that are different, stepping outside of the box. And I'm actually just going to pull a card here for you too. Whew. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know the friend that you're visiting, but it's like, I don't know, is some sort of connection. I don't know if you connect to or believe in other lifetimes, but I've seen, like, I see this like twin connection, like almost telepathic. And it's like I finished the same sentences or something type of feeling, or something like that. It feels really good. So that's what it feels like. You're bringing in more of, if you so choose. Nothing has gone wrong. I just pulled a card here. I don't know if you can, you can't see. Okay. Nothing as you can't see it. there's like a yin and yang on there, balance, right? Balance is needed, which is a little bit of what, just like validation of what's kind of come up today. So, look at that balance within so that you can create that space externally and find those people that resonate with that balance. So hopefully that helps. I don't know if you had anything else, Angela, but yeah. Yeah.
Nope.
Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Anna, for sharing your energy with us here today. We do have, let's see. Oh, I think I put the wrong one up. We have a couple people pop. Of course. Follow the pages if you're not already. Hit that subscribe, hit that like button, guys. If you guys are still here and you're loving what you're seeing, hit that like and show some support. Nice to get to watch you for a bit. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Charlotte. And we have here Kara. So we can do, so can I get a reading? Kara, if you're still here, type a here. A here. And then what do you want? General, do you have a question? Okay, I see the smile. Thank you for the smile. That works. And the heart. Do you have a question or general? Yes, I see you. Let us know. Just tapping into Kara's energy. I just kind of get some, okay, general and relationship info, please. So we'll just see what spirit decides. So, okay, reading here for Kara. Now the body's gone cool. It's after all that heat.
Mm-hmm. Sarah, when I tuned into your energy, it was water. It's like, it's just pure water. Let's see what your guides have to say. So what's coming through right now is that they're taking care of you. What else, friends? They've heard you. They've heard your prayers. They want you to know they've heard you and they are working on your behalf. I don't know if you've been pushing for something or trying to manifest something. They're saying it's not time to move yet, but the time is coming soon. And it's a good time to start new ideas or to follow through and start new things. Yeah. So the message coming through is they've been trying to get through to you and show you the way. It's like you're on the precipice of this big change and you know you need to make it, but it's a scary change. And they are asking you to take your time with it. It's take your time with it. Be cautious. Be really clear on what you want. But they are leading you toward the answer to your prayers. Does that make any sense to you? And to take action, like you listen to your feelings, listen to what you're feeling, because that's how they're talking to you. That is one of their main ways, especially if you sit and get quiet and then pay attention to your feelings and what's coming through for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You are 110% covered. They have got your back. And again, they're saying, listen to your feelings. Be cautious in taking action, but listen. Like when you're urged to take action, do it. But do it carefully. And that's all I got right now.
As I plug in my charger so the laptop doesn't die.
Yeah, that would be
like,
bad.
well, if that was meant to be. Awesome. Anything else or for you?
That's a good, I feel like there is. Hold on one second. They're saying you got this. They're going big. They're like, you got this. You got this. They're like, yes, you got this. Don't worry. They're like cautious baby steps, but you got this. And they got your back 110%. And they're showing me this image of you like going through this maze, and it's like baby steps around like rocks or challenges, like baby steps around. There's some glass right here, baby steps around that. Baby steps, but listen to those baby steps, and baby steps are a big deal. Take those baby steps.
Oh, good.
They got you covered.
Yeah.
And they keep saying baby steps, we got you covered. Baby steps, keep moving forward, and you are stronger than you think you are, and it is going to be okay. They're leading you out of the maze. They are leading you out. I invite you to consider spend time with them, even if you sit with them for 5 to 10 minutes every day and just sit and be with your guides and say, I'm just sitting here to be quiet and be with you. It's like any other relationship. The more time you spend consciously with them, you're going to feel their energy more. You're going to hear them better. And my God, they have got you covered 110%. It's like they are your biggest cheering section. They are cheering you on. You got this. They're like, your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. They're like, you got this. Baby steps, take action when you feel it, and cautiously keep going.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got.
I love that. So Kara, are you in a Are you in a relationship? Because I heard relationship and not serious. So either it's like you're not, um, whether it's not in a serious thing um, or not in one. So, but there are some messages coming through about some self soul love, that being the focus. Um, okay. Okay. So I don't know if um yeah. So you're married. Okay. There's I'm hearing not serious. Is there like a chapter that you're looking to bring in more fun into that? Because right, when you're with someone for a bit of time, there could be a feeling of of some stagnant energy, but it's rocky and tough. Yeah. It feels like to me, like, and I pulled a card before, like, in or two cards, and one was let go, right? So there's a lot of like inward opportunity here, and there's a lot of reflections being shown to you within this relationship. Okay, so there are points of like activations and triggers, right? Um, and so a lot of times in the journey within, sometimes, we can be in a journey where how we kind of came into the relationship, we were at a certain point in time. And so it's good to use this new point of reference as a reflection into like what I want. Right. I'll never tell someone on what they should do. It's more of like this feeling of like I, I need more fun, right? And so, but we can bring that in within us and allow ourselves to be in that energy. And then does that vibration meet and match that person, right? That I came into this with. And then you make your decisions, right? But you deserve that joy and that fun and that light and laughter. And so, like, there's an invitation on this, like, soul love to yourself and this unconditional love to yourself. Like, that's the focus here. It's like, yes, like, you're asking that question with an intention because of the feeling of what it feels like now. But what I'm hearing is that inward focus feels really important so that you could use that as your own reflection towards like what you want to go to or what you really want, right? But we don't have, like, I'm hearing like if we're not fully there with ourselves, and not that you aren't, it's just like taking a slow down to see, like, am I giving myself unconditional love? Where am I coming from? Where is this soul love? Is this here? Am I speaking to myself? Am I romanticizing myself? Am I loving on myself? And if not, use that as a layer and opportunity to shift that energy. And a lot of times that even shifts the energy with someone else, or just allows us to see um, how we feel about something even more, right? Um, that feels, and when I say that too, even like the body kind of gets like really, really hot. It's like this shift in this essence inside. It's like, all right, like I know what to do, but I don't want to do it type of feeling. So I definitely encourage you to kind of take some step back, and see what's coming through for yourself and your inner guidance. Um, yeah, I'm so glad to hear that you are, because that's the message that was coming through. So the more that you step into that self love, like, you're gonna know what to do, right? Only you can decide that. So that feels like it's really, really good for you there. But there's some other type of um modalities or things that I just heard to kind of step in. So like therapies, that's so beautiful, but I don't know if you're into doing other things or if there's other tools to bring in self-love. Like, I'm seeing myself look in the mirror and like tell myself that like I love you, and like have that deep look, which is really interesting when you first try it. And give that a try there. But yeah, it feels like you're on a good journey. Like, yes, it's challenging, but challenges give us an opportunity to navigate and see like what it is we truly want, right? So yeah. So hopefully that helps there. Beautiful. Whew.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, feels good. Okay, so I'm gonna switch it up. Hopefully that helps, my love. Thank you so much for sharing your energy here.
Mm-hmm.
And I will do the mirroring. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So beautiful. If you're not following both of us, follow both of us, support us, show us your love. And thank you so much. You are so beautiful. So I'm going to switch up the format a little bit. You just kind of keep it moving and grooving and flowing. If you're ready for it, Angela.
I am ready for it. Can we read one more person? Because her energy tuned in.
Oh, yeah.
I got messages and they're like, hello.
Oh, yeah. Is that
Charlotte Burke.
Yeah.
Are you still here, Charlotte?
Yeah, if you're here. And then after that, we'll
switch it up.
Yeah, we'll end it with a topic or something. Yeah, so she comes in. So yeah, type in here. Throw in an emoji. Whatever floats your boat. Let me see.
If you're not here, we understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Life comes up.
Yeah, what did she say?
She's here.
Oh. Well, that's why you're getting messages.
I tuned into her energy. This is the fun part. So, Charlotte, I tuned into your energy, and I was shown a picture of the Grand Canyon, and they started playing the Indiana Jones theme in my head. It was great. It's like it, and they keep playing that music. The message coming through is that it is time to get outside of your box and take a trip. And they're giving a specific place. They're saying the Grand Canyon, and then the area around the Grand Canyon, like southern Utah, Arizona, and they're saying Canyonlands, which is in Utah. That whole quadrant. I said Canyonlands, and it was like, woof. So this is not this urge for adventure, like something fun, like there's a reason for it. You taking a trip and going, I was thinking any place, but no, they're like dead set. They're not, no, Red Rocks, these areas, like pick one and go for it. But there's something about being in this area that is important. I don't know if you've been thinking about it. Part of it, it's coming through is the energy of those places. This is going to bring you inspiration. It's going to bring new people into your space, in your life. It's going to help you decide what you want and where you want to go next. So this is one of those things that this is what we were talking about. This is one of those nudges where it's like, I never thought I'd be doing that right now. Or it's been on my brain. I put it off for 2 years. And it's like, no, there's a reason. Go. They're showing you this one step, and it's coming through in this one urge. Take the step and then see where else the path opens up for you. This is really important. This is coming through as really important, and it's really going to be enjoyable. And you're flying high right now. Don't come down for other people. You fly high. So part of you taking this trip is your energy is changing. They're kind of showing me the people around you changing. And this trip is a part of your journey. Some things are taking you out of your box. It's more than taking you out of your box. It feels like divine destiny. It's like a date with the universe in this part of the world. Yeah, it's going to help you. It's going to open up things for you. Your perspective is going to change. Do you mind asking where are you writing us from? Where do you come from?
She's in Arizona.
Oh, good. All right. Well, see, this won't be so bad. Not like you're coming from Australia. Take the time. They're saying take the time. This is really important. Is there anything else, friends? No, they're like, we out. That is the important thing. Like, we out.
Yes. I love that. It's so funny because I was tuning into the energy of here, and it was building on that travel energy, but it's further into the future. So I know you're like, what's fun coming up for me? And it wasn't, a general and I see South America in your future. It's not, I don't know if you have any plans, but it's like I see you in the jungle. It's I heard Colombia, so I don't know. I don't know if you have any trips planned in the jungle, but or you have a thought. I know this has come up for you before, and I feel like you're I'm glad that you're laughing. I feel that a lot of the shamanic stuff that is pulling you, the earth stuff, right? That's pulling you, all that. And I have that knowledge of you, but it's like it's going in a little bit deeper into nature and like, I know, nature and like in a way, seclusion so that you're completely one. Not that you can't be that way, but there's just something deeper in your path. I feel like you're gonna get this nudge. It's not anytime soon, I heard. And it feels like a very deep journey. I don't in a way I heard like journey in a lucid way. So I don't know if there's any like ayahuasca or anything, but it feels very good when you get to that path. And yes, the mosquitoes, yes, I hear you. But you're gonna get a pull at some point and you're like, oh, this does feel good. So yeah, and I do feel like there's like a frequency shift and the way that you're tuning into energy. And that's where like this divine connection to nature will be like, I have this like more of this depth of this divine connection to nature. It's like I'm like hearing them, like I'm hearing the plants, I'm hearing all of that, I'm hearing the medicine from them, and now I just want to be out like in that depth, in that sea of depth. So again, not, and I just heard not anytime soon, but just dropping it in for you. So yeah. Hopefully that was fun.
Yeah. And your guides are saying Canyonland's like, this is the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, feels good. So thank you for sharing your energy. Okay, I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna end it with a topic if you're good with that, and then we'll end the live here in a short bit. Does that work?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, pick a number 1 to 6.
5.
Okay, by the way, I do this in class where I'm like, pick a number 1 to 7. And up until recently, everyone thought I was just telling them to pick a number. But I had like a method of putting the numbers in next to people and we were calling them out. So there is like a section here. And that's the we're gonna be doing some topics on manifesting here. So I have a question from spirit, from guides, from angels, from whoever wants to come in, and just for us to tune in here. And it could be, let it flow wherever it wants to go. Here, the question I have is, how does my perception of my reality shape my experiences, right? We're talking about manifesting in reality and creation, right? So what is it that could be in general about manifesting, or about like the question or the topic that kind of pops out? And I can jump in first, no problem. But just to let it flow.
Go for it. If you have something, go ahead.
Yeah. So how does my perception of reality shape my experiences? So the one thing that wants to come through here is, and it's going to go into manifesting, but it's like I'm being shown a mirror, okay? And it's like I see the mirror, but it's also kind of one of those like fun houses, and it's like, oh, there's like all of these mirrors around me, and I look different in all of the mirrors, right? So that's like my there's like they're kind of explaining it in a way that's like this perception here, right? Like, how am I perceiving it? And then when I get out of this fun house, like, what is the actual truth of it, right? So stepping into this manifesting and creator energy. And it's funny because we did talk a bit about manifesting in the beginning, but it's like what wants to come through is all about time. I'm hearing timelessness, like allowing myself to get in the moment so that I can see the mirrors of the environment and allow it to pull out my belief systems, and then allow me to see what am I perceiving versus truth. So there's a message coming in here about like this one time they're showing my car where like the tire blew out, and I was doing a lot at that time where I was like I was going, and not too long after I had like the healing, the coolant in the AC burnout and the coolant in the refrigerator burnout within like 4 weeks, and the lights in the hallway were tripping out, the wiring, it wasn't the bulbs, it was like all of these things were coming in from my environment, and I use everything. Okay. I use my environment, I use people, situations to help tell me what is it going on within me, right? What is perception and how's my reality right now, like kind of coming forward with that. So for me at that time, I was like, all right, I need to chill the fuck out. I need to like come more inwards, come take I'm just hearing like take a chill pill, right? To like just settle into the energy. I don't have to keep going, and allow myself to then see the actual truth. The truth was I was going to these distractions that were coming in to kind of block out something that I didn't run that I was kind of avoiding. And that's a big part of the journey, is to like how do we see these things and then allow ourselves to then shift, and how am I actually creating my reality? Like, where is it coming from? Is it coming from this fact of like, that's what I used to do, the distractions, I used to do that instead of actually like dealing with the emotions, or like working through the emotions, or understanding the emotions. And so a lot of my reality was based on that, right? So then that impacts manifesting and like creating from that space. So that's a bit on what wants to come through right now. I don't know if you have anything.
So I have angels wanting to come through. Um, so let's see what's coming through. So the message coming through, your perception of your reality determines how much love you can hold and give to other people and to yourself. Your perception of your connection to the world around you determines how well you can love and love yourself. If you do not understand your connection to everything around you, then you do not understand how much love you can hold or how much that you are loved. It's like living in the ocean but being thirsty for water. You walk around and you cannot see what is right in front of you. There is unlimited wealth and power and joy that surrounds you all the time. It is always there waiting for you, and you do not access it because you do not let it in. You do not understand that you are connected to it, that it's yours, that it is your birthright. That is how your perception can change your reality. When you perceive that you are connected, and that it is not a matter of being worthy, it is a matter of who and what you are, that is when things change. That is when an influx of inspiration, of love, of joy, of power, and of understanding comes through for you. You are so loved. You are pure joy. You have just forgotten who you are. We come to you with this message so that you understand who you are, and that you understand it is not a matter of worthiness that keeps you from the love of yourself or others. You are all worthy. That is never in question. You exist, therefore you are worthy. It is a matter of how you perceive, how connected you are to the world and people around you. Anything else, friends? We come to you with this gift of love. And so it is.
And so it is. I felt that love.
Yes, ma'am.
bursting in my heart. Oh, thank you for that. Like, that's how you drop a mic.
Like, people know how to drop a mic.
Yeah. I love it. Oh man, that was so beautiful. We have a couple people. Hi, ladies of light 29. I don't know if that's supposed to mean something.
That was when you were picking a number. You said between 1 and 7, or Michael Riley goes 29.
Oh, I love that.
Waving hi to everyone. Thank you so much for being with us today. I deeply love and appreciate all of you. Thank you.
Yeah. Do you have time? Do you want to do another one?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We'll do one more.
I'm in.
And it seems like people are enjoying. So if you are here, if you're new here, hit that like button, show some love. If you're not subscribed or following, follow us, 845. Yes and no. We're not going to ask you to pick a number here. I'm going to ask you. All right. So pick a number, not 5, but 1 to 6.
The first thing that comes through is 6.
Because I was sending it to you telepathically.
Okay.
I was like, in my head, is she gonna, say this? Okay. So this topic is on sacred sexuality and spirituality. Okay. So are you ready?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So so let's see here. How is sexuality connected to spiritual awakening and divine energy? And as you know, right? And as you know, we connect so much on this topic, and I personally don't see a lot of spiritual practitioners out there looking. I haven't seen a lot, could just looking in the wrong places, but talking about the merge of it, right? And like the essence of the connection there. So I don't know if you want to start out here or I can go in, but it feels like a topic here.
I can go first. Let's see. I've got angels coming through again. Let's see what they have to say about sex and spirituality. Ooh. Sexuality has a soul. Sexuality is the energy of creation harnessed to your benefit. How you use it is entirely up to you. It can be used for good, it can be used for ill. What you need to understand is sexuality has a soul, it has a life. It has been deeply used and abused. And it is such a deep and integral part of everyone and all of who you are. You are creation, and creation flows through you. It is not all of who you are, but it is an integral part of who you are. It is the energy of life. It is the energy of creation. Like anything else, how you harness it is how it is used and abused. Do you understand how absolutely precious you are and what you do to each other in the name of a gift that has been given to you? Sexuality is a gift. You have persecuted each other for it. It is time to let that go. It is time to be free. It is time to stop getting so hung up on it. It is a distraction to abuse yourselves over something that is a gift. Not only is it a gift, it can be used in different ways. It is the energy of change and life. And because it is so, it is not being used to its greatest advantage. Sexuality can fuel other things. It can morph, it can change, as you are well aware, because you have seen how it has morphed and changed in your world for good and for ill. Again, we are saying this not to make you feel bad. We are not saying this to upset your apple cart. We are saying this so that you will broaden your mind and think of yourselves in a new way. Remember, sexuality has a soul. Is there anything else, friends? No, they just said, and so it is.
Ooh, I'm feeling that.
I'm gonna have to sit with that one for a while.
Ah, beautiful. You know, there's some messages coming in to just was tapping in and connecting right with the frequency and tapping into, like, I was hearing about like guilt and shame, right? And there were some things coming through just from my own personal experiences and any of the sexual trauma that has kind of happened throughout my life, and understanding this in the body, that release of that shame and that guilt, just it's like holding on to it was like a feeling of expectation of society, like all this ingrained in the culture or society expectations or the taboo topic, and all of these things kind of just floating in, that kind of just felt like it like embedded into my physical body, to not embrace this connection. And another message coming in is about this like divine connection within. I've been hearing this so much lately on this, like this, right? This sexuality, the spirituality, and the big things coming through for me was about this divine union, but within, right? A lot of times I hear out there about this divine union externally, right? The partners and all that is beautiful and perfect, right? But I always get with spirituality and then this connection, everything starting from within, right? What does that divine union look like within? What does that balance look like within? How does that energy feel like within? And allowing that to create from that space, to create from that beauty, to understand the merging of spirituality and sexuality, and understanding it from a core, from my heart, from my soul, from from a place not of fear, but of love, from a higher space, from a divine union with the universe and all that within, and allowing that to flow out and express however that wants to be expressed in creation, right? In that divine flow of love and that partnership from within. We can sometimes seek an external validation of those feelings, right? And it's important to kind of explore all of that within and what that means within, what that feels like within, and allowing that energy just kind of flow with the universe, flow out of the universe and in, and allow that connection to merge and allow it to show up however is our truth in that oneness with the universe, and allowing then that creation to come from that truth, to come from that stillness, to come from that balance within, and let that merge from that space. And that's where we're creating harmony outside of us, right? From that stillness within, and allowing any shame or guilt or distrust or disbelief and anything in that area, and allowing that to be felt deeply and understood, that this is not ours to hold, is not ours to take in and consume and continue to hold that in, and it is our time to release and be in that essence of that life force energy and that creation energy, and harmoniously merge that then with others, creating this oneness around us, right? Creating this space of oneness to just show up however that wants to show up. Yeah. And then I just heard it go quiet. It's like, oh man, it's beautiful. Such a good topic.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's, it's like telepathically, I'm like, we're going to pick this topic because it's time. The astrology it's falling in line with this space here. So I feel like a lot of us are kind of coming together to figure out, like, how do we talk more about topics that either we're passionate about or that feel like they're like taboo, and just not make them not taboo. Like, it's just normal, and then all of the shame and the guilt would, like, as a culture and society and that collective consciousness would just, that would fall out. It's like we carry the collective consciousness in our own trauma, right? And we have all of that in, like, collective consciousness, the cultural consciousness, right? Like, whatever, we carry all of that. We can carry all of that. And so let it out. Just talk it out.
Amen. I'm excited to see where this is headed.
Yeah. Well, do you have anything else to share? Oh, where can we find you?
You can find me at www.angelashelby.com. And I will be at the Sedona Ascension Retreat, March 15th and 16th. Yeah, that's where I'll be right now.
I love that. And then you can find me at www.myawakeningwithin.com. It's at My Awakening Within on all the channels on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. So hit that follow button there, guys. I would, appreciate that as well. And I will be at that retreat as well. So I'll be in Sedona as well. And then I do have a mini retreat coming up right after that, which is going to it's going to be in Sedona. It's going to be a collective. On that day, it's March 19th. It'll be there's a mix of astrology, of fire, a lot of fire and water that day. And it's very conducive to balancing a lot of that harmoniously. So it'll be some galactic breath work, astrology, working with releasing energy activations and working with the Elohim in that, as well as an opportunity to hang out after, some more food and all that good stuff. So, but yeah, this was fun. Hopefully you guys had fun. I had fun.
I had fun. It's always fun. I'm always so honored and happy to do this. Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, and I'm on Facebook too. So
Yeah.
Please follow me. That would be great.
Yeah. So give us a follow there, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And we'll catch you again in the future.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.